Good morning. This is Frosty Thuntrod, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Used Machinery Challenge. I went ahead and slept overnight. The rain cleared up, and apparently my hotkey pressed in org and I didn't start recording. But I've already accepted 2 contracts for cultivation here in September. This one here on field 13 and then one on field 28. Now, over here in used sale, there's this TX62 New Holland combine, which I would like to buy since I already got headers. Most headers are interchangeable, especially in game. I'm not completely sure that's the case here, but I think it is. Sometimes the modded machines don't want modded machines with modded headers don't like to work together with different mods. In the real world, there's been quite a development in the last few years of independent companies making just headers for combines, since almost all combines use very similar attachment systems. So I'm going to go ahead and just get these 2 done, and I'll pop back in once these contracts are done. Alright, I'm just finishing up the second contract now. And there we go. Let's fold up my cultivator, get off the field. Okay, Black Cat, I don't need your claws in my skin. And I don't need you chewing on my microphone either. Alright. So, let's go ahead and click these 2 missions. Quit eating my microphone. Alright. Anything else worth doing right now? Harvesting, plowing, spraying, wood transport. Yeah, I think field 37 is too big for this cultivator. Well, I made a fair bit of money there at least. I did something other than just hauling wood. But that said, I'm going to go back to just hauling wood again. It's almost noon, so I expect the sale will restock here at noon. Okay, well, one cat swapped places with the other cat. Alrighty. Go ahead and take down some of these smaller trees. Scotch pine doesn't. It's not a very good wood producer. Well, at least it clears my land. Hook up the winch. This section back here is small enough I can pick it up by hand. Maximum amount of logs reached. In that case, we'll do this. I can pick it up by hand, it is rather heavy. That's too heavy. Which is fine, I don't need to move that anyway. Go. Yeah, picking things up without super strength is kind of spurry. Such an elastic grip. $3,000. That's not too bad. Okay. Now, since it's afternoon, looks like there's nothing new down here. Let's check for new contracts. Yes, field 16 and field 34 for cultivating contracts. Plowing, spraying, sting. Well, even if I do get the combine today, I can't do a harvesting contract because I don't have a trailer to haul with, so. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a few more trees in there until I have enough to get that combine, and then I'll pop back in. Okay, this should give me enough for that combine. As soon as I started talking, Cat had to jump up here and try to eat the microphone. And okay. Jump in the tractor. Make sure there's nothing coming so I can get across this bridge quick like. back and get the other header. Need a header trailer too for this. So I need a trailer that can haul grain in. I need a header trailer. The header trailer's not urgent. And I definitely need some way to handle pallets. So now I can cultivate, plant, and harvest, kind of. I do have the mods that lets me create fields with cultivators instead of requiring a plow. So I can use my cultivator to create a field. And then I can build a flour windmill, plant some winter wheat maybe, if it's not too late. I won't be able to fertilize it or weed it, but at least it'll be some crop. I can unload directly from my combine into the windmill if I don't have a trailer by then. And then I can just set the windmill to sell the wheat. Alrighty now. So as far as contracts, I'm going to take the cultivation contract on field 16 and the one on 34. Yeah, 37, that's a nice big contract. It's just too big. Parsnips, peas, parsnips, parsnips, peas, carrots, red beets, spinach, carrots, carrots, yeah. Okay, I'll be back when these two contracts are done. Okay, both of these contracts are done now. It just turned 5 p.m. So let's go ahead and collect these contracts. Not a huge amount of money. Would have made a lot more cutting down and hauling trees off for lumber or paper than I would have doing these contracts, but I only have a certain number of trees. But while I do want most of them down anyway to make room for my farming activities, I still gotta be cognizant that there is only a certain number of trees there. So I gotta bring in income from other sources. And doing work for other people is basically an unlimited source of wealth. That's the same in real life too. But I'll get back home and then I'll check the sales, see if anything's popped up. I really would like a trailer so I can do some harvesting contracts. Some of the smaller trailers I should be able to pick up for $10,000 or less. Alright, so let's see what's in the sale new. Nothing new in the sale. Alright. Since I'm going to be building my house over here eventually, I want to save a couple of these trees. I want to cut them all down. But I'm going to call this episode to a close right here. Thank you very much for watching.